balance initially. So we're going to play around with the base support and play around with the size. So first of all, start with your feet nice, shoulder width apart. Okay, all I want you to do is just experiment moving side to side, forwards and backwards, and see how controlled you are of your balance there. Try and keep, don't bend at your hips here, try and keep nice and upright. Okay. Which way are you more stable? Which direction are you more stable in? Sideways, okay. So why would that be? Base is wider that way, okay. We've got a nice base of support there. Let's now bring the feet back together, do the same sort of principle. Okay. How stable now? Is it still as good? Okay. It's less stable. So actually, some of the key things we've got to think about is size of base and the plane movement direction of base. So actually, you could say, well, if I move side to side, with my feet shoulder width apart, much more stable. Feet narrower, narrower base, much less stable. Okay? Now what I want you to do is actually go onto one foot. We're going to start explaining around this because actually at any one point in jumping and running, this is really going to test your balance. At any point in running and jumping, you're going to have to go on one leg. So when people go balance, that's not really that important for running, is it? At any one point am I like this in running? At any one point am I this and take off? So if this isn't balanced, how effective is every running movement going to be? How many people here run a marathon? How many people have been off balance when they run a marathon? Just imagine how terrible that is if you run 26.2 miles, making it harder for yourself. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so actually we need to explore around here. So we're going to go on to one base of support. So all I want you to do is keep it nice and balanced. I want you to do the same exploration. And you can now bend at the hips, so you can do this. You can go into a Superman position. Don't go too far this way. Okay, what are you doing to maintain balance? Coaches from the outside, what are they doing to maintain balance if you can observe anything?
Shifting weight.
Shifting weight, okay, so shifting weight. Core, what about the core?
Stable.
Okay, keeping it stable, so when we go back to postural stability, it's nice and stable. Okay, brilliant. So the arms are coming out. Anything else? Then keep on moving around, you guys, you're balancing. Anything else they're doing? So they've got their arms coming out. Okay, so they're using that leg as a stabiliser, they're using their arms. What are they doing with their arms and leg? They're moving it, but why? Counterbalance. Nice and simply, it's counterbalancing the body. Okay? So if I don't move my body parts, if I know my centre of gravity, and there's a particular rule that's very relevant to know, if your centre of gravity is over your base of support, so in this case, if my centre is over my base of support, I'm stable. As soon as I move my centre away, what do I have to do? Counterbalance. And what does counterbalance help me do? It helps me shift my centre. Okay, so remember that. So when kids run like this, how stable are they going to be? What's the best thing they can do when they're running? Okay, as soon as I'm here, I'm balanced. So if the people experimenting, if you want to go through that again, so balance here, running, nice and tall posture, balance, now lean forwards. Okay, so there's a direct correlation between base support, size of base, we know the size of base is important, but actually in running, we can't say let's wear clown feet because that make us like have a bigger base and we'll be more stable. We need to be aware of the size of the base. You can move past me if you want. Direction of movement as well. If I actually want to move this way, the actual base of support should be in that particular direction. If I change my foot to this direction, where am I going to go next? So this is the principles of base of support. We need to know the size. So actually, if you look at more of a stable throw, if I'm going to do an overhead throw with a football, is it more stable to be like this or like this? Okay, and the principle being base of support. Okay, it might seem like I'm going over the same stuff. And apologies, it feels like I'm speaking like kids. But one thing I want you to go away with is really thinking about the basics when you go back there. So everything we look at is, well, we can make that easier. So think about the kids. I'll give you a prime example of where base of support I see as being a problem all the time. Kids, when they get in a ready active position, everybody get in a ready active position to run somewhere quickly. kids do this? And how many of you go, no, that? Okay, I see it all the time. You see 20 kids wind up, and if you've got some like that, okay, where is that centre? Centre to the side. And if you do this, centre, move forward.
Look at the start of an 800-metre race, senior.
I know, exactly. Elite athletes, I've seen do that before, and I'm thinking. And from a coach education point, when we ask endurance athletes to do some drills, and this is a coordination thing more, they tend to do this. It looks a bit like John Cleves more than like a technical drill, so we need to be careful with things like that. But these are the basic things that actually moving away quickly. If we think, well, that kid's not moving away quickly, it's because they happen to address an issue before they move away. Everybody happy with that? Other kids, when you say get in a ready active position, they do this. Next. Okay, and that is simply because some kids just don't understand the very basics of movement. Okay, so for purely getting kids to explore this, one of the best things to do is get back into your ready active position. Okay, now you know that the size of your base is what at the moment if you're stood in your ready active position. Draw it out for me. Okay, so it's around your feet of support. If we knew that where we position our centre of gravity is important, if it's right in the middle of our base, that means we're stable. What happens when we move it to the edge? So just coming forwards. It's going to topple over. Is there an advantage from trying to move it towards the edge, or do we always want to keep it central? Brilliant. Okay, so go back to this direction of movement. If I want to go this way, and I take it right to the edge, then when the gun goes, we're going to go forwards. Now what kids do is the kids, and I was starting a group off the other day, and you do the 3, 2, oh you've already gone, no worries. If you watch them, they go 3, 2, they go anyway because they're not stable enough. So it comes back to stability. Okay, so we need to focus on stabilising people in the movement. Okay, so when you're looking at it, think about this direct relationship between base support and actually how you relate the centre. So, if anybody is comfortable doing a sprint start of the group that are actually participating at the moment, what I want you to do is get into a typical crouch position. And actually what you typically see is people can hold this stable here, and a good start is where you can hold your stability in the base of support without falling forwards. Okay, because it means as soon as the gun goes, where is all my movement going to go? If I'm like this, and I've seen a DVD recently like this come out from the company, where am I going to go? Brilliant. Perfect thing for not starting for sure. It might be useful for other things, but it's not a perfect thing. So rather than looking at, well, if we move your hand positioning or we move your foot spacing, etc., just think very simply, if that's stable, how far forward can I move that base or that centre before they topple over? What does that help a kid do? If you keep on telling them, move this, move that, move this, move that, and change it to, right, keep moving forwards until you feel like you're going to lose balance. What are you helping a kid develop there? Okay. Making judgments, and how are they making judgments? They're seeing what's comfortable for them by experience, and they're doing something that we can't do. They're feeling it. Okay, so they're feeling stable or unstable. We can see it, but one thing that they've got to do, what we can't, until somebody invents an amazing way of working this out, is they can feel if they're stable or not. Okay, so let's move into some more related practical activities. So we're going to do what I call hop and stop. We're going to do a jumping activity first, so that the practical people, if you want to come down this end, and the coaches, if you want to move to wherever you want to position, the individuals are moving this way. So if you're going to observe head on, go further back that way. Okay, now the principle we're going to look at here is they're going to do hopping, and they're going to hop on whatever leg they want to hop on, and it's a mini race, okay? But when I shout, don't get too carried away, especially if you're getting injured. I'm going to shout stop, and what they have to do is stop on the leg that they're landing on and hold balance on the spot. Okay? Now, what is going to cause them to lose balance? Looking at these principles. We know that base of support is only going to be that foot, so you can look at who's got the bigger foot. Okay, so if their centre of gravity is too far ahead, how easy is that going to maintain stability? So there is a bit of a challenge here. It's to get to this end as quick as you can, but it's as stable as you can as well. Shall we see how they go? Okay, preferred leg, whichever way you want to go. You're going to come level with me and stop. Ready? Set. Look at that, balance is moving forward, brilliant. Set, go. Stop. Okay, go back to the point where you fell. I should re-penalise and make you go back further. Ready, go. Stop. And go. Okay, do you want to go back? Same group, go back. This time I'll let you hop on the other leg, because that's obviously going to save your leg. Obviously, we're all quite intelligent people. You took your preferred leg then, didn't you? No, okay, well that's a good strategy. Okay, this time you're going to go on your other leg. Same principle. Coaches, what I want you to be observing, you're observing from distance. Now start to think of these principles, start to observe a little bit deeper. Okay. What is it that people do when they maintain stability? So start doing a bit of a comparison model. What is it they do with their body compared to those who are losing stability? Okay, so look at comparison. We ready? Go. Stop. Go. Stop. And go. Okay, we're going to get them to do something slightly different now, a running drill. And this is a vital thing that I think, if you're going to take anything and you're doing running drills with people, you consider. Is everybody here happy to do a high knee drill? Brilliant. We're going to use the same principle as the hop and stop. You're going to do a high knee drill. When I shout stop, you're going to stop in your high knee position on that leg, okay? Now, remember what I said earlier on, that kids do high knees like this. Is that typically what we see? Yeah? Okay, now what we're looking for is postural control. We're looking at nice tall position in the hips. We're looking at nice knee lift, nice toes up, nice triple extension, all of this good stuff. When I'm moving so far forward, I'm so off balance that none of that is happening. Or if it is happening, it's not happening as effectively. So, we're going to see how many of these people would, as youngsters, typically cheat in their drills. Okay, so coaches,